Who were the three stars Elvis Presley hated the most before his death? The king of rock and roll may have been loved by millions, but behind closed doors, his relationships in Hollywood weren't always smooth. Fame attracts admiration, but it also breeds rivalries, and Elvis had his share of grudges. So let's dive into the three names that stirred anger, disappointment, and even hatred in his heart. Who was the first star on Elvis's hate list? The first was none other than Frank Sinatra. But why? After all, both were icons of American music. The truth is, Sinatra never liked the rock and roll movement, and he made that clear. He once publicly dismissed rock as a deplorable, rancid-smelling aphrodisiac. For Elvis, who had worked tirelessly to create a new sound and identity, this was not just criticism, it was a personal insult. He felt Sinatra represented the old guard, unwilling to give him the respect he deserved. The tension lingered for years, even though they appeared side by side once for a TV special. The smiles were there, but behind them, the bitterness remained. And the second star? That would be Marlon Brando. On the surface, this seems surprising. Brando was a pioneer in film, and Elvis admired actors. But the problem was Brando's dismissive attitude toward Presley. Brando reportedly called Elvis nothing more than a karaoke act before the term even existed, saying he was a manufactured product rather than a true artist. For Elvis, who poured his soul into his performances, such words cut deep. He carried that wound, feeling Brando never saw the man behind the music, the vulnerability, the struggle, the artistry. It wasn't just disrespect, it was a wound that never healed. And who was the third? The last name might shock many, John Lennon. At first, Elvis admired the Beatles, and they even met in 1965. But later, tensions grew when Lennon became vocal about political issues, criticizing America's involvement in Vietnam. Elvis, who had served in the U.S. Army, was fiercely patriotic. He saw Lennon's outspoken comments as ungrateful, even dangerous. Rumor has it, Elvis even reported Lennon to President Nixon, calling him a bad influence on American youth. Whether true or exaggerated, what's certain is that Elvis's admiration turned into resentment, and their relationship soured completely. So what do these rivalries tell us about Elvis? They reveal a man torn between his public image and private emotions. To the world, he was the king, a symbol of charisma and success. But inside, he wrestled with insecurities, jealousy, and the sting of being misunderstood. Elvis hated not just because of who these stars were, but because of what they represented: criticism, rejection, and opposition to his vision of music and life. Did Elvis ever find peace with these feelings before his death? Sadly, no. His final years were marked by isolation, health struggles, and an inner battle that even fame couldn't heal. His grudges remained, as heavy as the crown he wore. And when he passed away in 1977, the stories of these rivalries lingered, reminders that even legends carry wounds, and even kings are not immune to hate. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more Untold Hollywood and music legends.